So Petr Yan versus Song Yadong is in the works for UFC Fight Night China in December, and I just want to talk about this fight because it's a fight that I've been really wanting for a long time. Bantamweight is my favorite division. Song Yadong, Petr Yan, a couple of my favorite fighters to watch. I've been wanting to see these two guys fight for quite some time now, so I'm really excited about this one, and I think it's a super competitive fight. And I'm a little nervous about it because I feel like this might be Petr Yan's last chance. He's on quite a losing streak, and it's not. I don't mean last chance like the UFC's gonna cut him if he loses this fight. But if he does lose, then he's gonna have a really long road to get back to the top. He's already gonna have to go on a 2 to 4 fight win streak, to get in that title contention picture. Maybe like two really good wins. Um, but if he loses this one, he's going to have a long road to get back, and he probably just never will. Yeah, it's just a really good fight. It's very competitive, and I think just an early prediction, I think I'm going to go with Song Yadong, honestly, because they haven't said whether or not it's a main event. I'm assuming it's going to be the co-main. I think the main event is going to be a Zhang Weili title fight. I think that's pretty safe to say. And I think the co-main will be Song Yadong versus Petr Yan. So it's going to be a three-rounder if that's the case. And in a three-rounder, I can't think of many more difficult matchups for Petr Yan than Song Yadong. Song Yadong is so explosive, and he hits so hard. He probably has the biggest power in the division outside of maybe a Sean O'Malley. He's very physically strong. He has incredible takedown defense, so I don't think Jan's going to be able to rely on his wrestling in this fight at all. And he's a really good striker. He's not just a brawler. Like, he might look like it, and I think at one point in his career he was kind of just a powerhouse who hit really hard. But like, if you watched his fight with Sandhagen, he's a very technical striker. He gave Sandhagen a lot of trouble in that fight, and he ended up getting like a big cut opened up right above his eye. It was this eye, I think. Yeah, he had a cut opened up right above his eye, and I think that really affected his performance for the rest of that fight because a lot of people think he won the first 2 rounds, and I believe the cut got opened up like halfway through round 2, and it got significantly worse for the next 2 rounds, and they called it off between the fourth and the fifth. It might have got opened up in round 3, but I do think it was round 2, and Sandhagen would be like on top of him at certain points in that fight, and he would be digging his fingers into the cut and opening it up and making it worse, and then eventually the doctor had called the fight. But it was a very competitive fight, and we all know Sandhagen is one of the best bantamweights in the world, so that shines like really good on Song Yadong. Sandhagen did an interview too. I don't remember who it was with. It was like a smaller interviewer, but he said in the interview that he thinks Song Yadong is probably the best, or at least the toughest opponent that he's faced. So that also says a lot about him because, as we know, Sandhagen fought Petr Yan. And if you watch Song's last fight against Ricky Simone, he's extremely patient and very good at waiting for the right time to catch someone. I don't think Yan is the kind of guy to expose himself and just get caught. But what I'm basically saying is that Song Yadong is not going to just get reckless and get caught by Petr Yan. He's a patient, smart fighter. But on the other side, of course, we all know Petr Yan, one of the best strikers in the division. He went like tooth and nail with Sean O'Malley in a 3-round fight. Sean O'Malley probably is the best striker in the division. Petr Yan, he outstrikes everybody else that he fights. He has great boxing. He has amazing defense. He has good power. It's not crazy, but it's good. He has good kicks. He's very smart. He's very good at reading opponents, and as the fight progresses, picking them apart more and more, to the point where at the end of the fight he's really dominating. That's kind of what he did to Corey Sandhagen. He struggled with Sandhagen early in that fight, but by the end, he knew everything Sandhagen was going to do, and he was kind of whooping up on him. And so if this was a 5-rounder, I would lean toward Petr Yan, but being a 3-round fight, I just feel like Song is going to be a little more active on the feet. I think he's going to be faster than Petr Yan. Not just that he starts faster. I think he's going to physically be faster. I think he'll punch faster. He might struggle to hit Petr clean with Petr's really good defense, but I just feel like the activity is going to look good for the judges. Also, it's in China, so that could That might be a factor. There could be some biased judging. I'm not saying that I think Song is going to win by robbery, but if it's like a super close fight, you could probably bet on it going Song's way just because it's in China. And yeah, it's kind of sad to say because I am a huge Petr Yan fan. I'm also a huge Song fan, but it's just sad to see this unfortunate decline of Petr Yan that isn't even really a decline because it's not like he's lost skill or anything. It just seems like a series of extremely unfortunate events. But yeah, that's that's all I've really got to say about that. There aren't a lot of fights announced for that card yet. I do see that just a little bit ago, Andre Muniz versus Jun Young Park was added to the UFC China card. That should be a good bounce back fight for Andre Muniz. If he loses that, then he's pretty much done in the UFC. He's toast. He's on a 2-fight losing streak, I believe. Jun Young Park's look pretty good, but I think that Andre Muniz should probably win that fight. I'm not going to go into detail on that one right now. I'll wait for a full card prediction. And we can all assume that Zhang Weili is going to be defending her belt in the main event on that card. I have no idea who she's fighting, though. Let me know who you guys think she'll be fighting in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button. If you didn't, then hit the dislike button. That's okay. If you could subscribe, that would be really cool. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.